All right, guys, what's up? Let's go ahead and talk about this patch. Not super excited about it, but well, let's go ahead and dig into it a little bit. The concept of achievements is cool, and it worked really well in like World of Warcraft, where it gives you something to do that you might not work towards otherwise, which I think is neat. Um, but the implementation is almost like, why did they even put this into the game? Um, so here's the UI. It's like crazy. There's all these different sections, and then there's all these little subsections. Um, the basic grading system is interesting, and the rewards are underwhelming. So, when you hit Novice 1, you get 100 energy, then you go 50,000 mana, 50 crystals, 8, 9, and 10, Mystical 1, Mystical 1, Mystical 1, and then finally a Light and Dark. I mean, it's free stuff for nothing, which is nice, but the requirements to get that amount of points are crazy. But that's not even the real issue. The big issue is what they generally reward you with. It's like just mana for everything. I guess we'll dig into it in a little bit. Um, but yeah, it's almost like some of the difficulty levels of the achievements versus the reward in mana is insanely low. Almost to the point of being like borderline, like they're mocking us. So I'm not a fan of that at all. Other than that, the good part of the patch is the Rift dungeons have been improved on their rewards. So, Fire Beast, stuff like that, Water Beast, which you got to do those anyway for your reaps. But, some people are farming fight runes for some of the, end game type raid builds with lots of fight runes. Also, some God Lucians are using fight runes on one or two monsters. So that's super helpful. Additionally, this legendary magic box is interesting. I want to go check it out. I mean, I'm looking at the rewards, and there's really nothing that can go wrong unless it's just crystal, 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 mana. So I think it might be worth a shot. Up till now, kind of the craftable boxes have not been super impressive, but we're gonna build a couple or two for the week, and we're just gonna see if that becomes a part of our weekly thing. If it does, then that's pretty good. That makes this part of the patch worth it. But I'm kind of waiting to be proven that it's worth our time. Let's go look at the achievements. I think it's under challenges. Yeah. So I'm a novice 2, which, 3.5, almost 4 years playing the game, novice 2, whatever. I just got to redo a lot of stuff. So it knew that I did all this, so that's nice. But, I mean, I haven't cleared Giant Speed 10 with only fire monsters, so secret dungeon of each attribute. I mean, it's just stuff that the game must not keep a record of. Like, I've cleared a secret dungeon, right? Like, it's interesting that they don't backfill that sort of information. Like these, it's logged in my account that I've cleared some of these things with over 5 million damage, so I don't know why that isn't taken into account. The arena rewards are interesting. So winning the arena 10,000 times gets you 50,000 mana. Like, I mean, what? That's nothing. That's so little. It's not something that, some of the WoW achievements, it's like you would work on them forever and you get some cool unique reward that everyone would see it and go, wow, you went crazy over that achievement and you got this unique thing, so good job you. But in this, it's no one knows, or it doesn't matter. It's not cosmetic. It's nothing. It's just mana, 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 mana. So I guess it's only for bragging rights. Maybe that'll be a thing that'll come into play. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. There's one that's like, get G3. Like, look at this. Finish the world arena. Finish the world arena as Guardian 3, the most exclusive achievement in the game. 50,000 mana. So, I would just like to see these be something interesting or unique. Maybe they give 100 transmog stones for whatever, even for the fighters. Like, get people to fight in RTA. Use some of this to inspire people, Maybe they reach the rank that doesn't reward anything currently in terms of skins or whatever, but gives some sort of achievement bonus. That would be nice. The other thing I think would be nice is varying the rewards a little bit so that, if one gives a 12-hour, XP boost, you could use it later and save it up. This would be a great place to store some of those things for the future. Kind of like they did with the original challenges. I thought those were really well done. I mean, these rewards were, look at those rewards. I mean, it's crazy. This is clear all dungeons. I mean, you get both, I guess, is something to think about, but this is just clear Rift 5 and you get better rewards than getting G3 in RTA. Maybe that needs to be rethought a little bit. Get a legendary scroll. I mean, where's the inspiring rewards you can get based on how this game works? Like, there's just nothing here. It almost looks like a placeholder for a real reward. So if I were them, I would change the rewards. I would, make Devilmon, make Ifrit pieces, make everything in this game that's interesting and fun and exciting, and make people work for them. But it's a one-time only thing, and it's the same for all players. So it's not like it's rewarding some people more than others in an overpowered sort of fashion. So that the system's great in general. I like the concept of getting achievements. It adds a lot, especially to a mobile game. But you know, come on, we can do better than this. This can be done so much better. And you know, giving people choices is what made Labyrinth interesting in terms of rewards. Like, you can choose which way you want to go with Labyrinth. You know, every time fight comes up, I want to get fight runes. Every time Nemesis comes up, I can build on my Nemesis set. Like, it gives you options. This gives you no options, and a lot of this stuff is unachievable. I mean, where's the one where it's like summon 100 5-stars? It's insane. Like, at least backfill. I don't have very many, but I have some. Can't even backfill. I don't know that I'll ever summon 100 5-stars. Somebody might, but it's not going to be me. So, anyway, that's my little mini rant on the achievements. It has potential. It was interesting, and then they dropped the ball on really taking it to the next level. It could be a nice little detail of the game that would make it stand out, and instead it's not. So that's what's going on with achievements. All right, let's go try to make these boxes and see if those are worth anything. So I guess it's these here, right? Looking at the requirements in terms of the Flaming Fire, Frozen Water, and Whirling Wind, those are all reasonable. 20, 20, 20, that's fine. 150 of the red is great because I have nothing to spend these on, so I'm more than happy to part with them at an accelerated pace. These I've never maxed out, which I don't know. I don't know why that is. I don't know if I'm going up or going down, but maybe 100's a lot. I don't know. We'll make them and we'll find out. 15,000 mana is entirely reasonable. So first one, let's go. Okay, so I like that B on there. Is it something useful? Yeah, we'll take it. That's great. And one mystical. That's fine. That's fine. So nothing amazing off the loot table, but I'll definitely take one of those. That's always welcome. Okay, let's make another one. Okay, I like all these pictures. Be not flat. Hey, that's a keeper. Another mystical and aw. I don't think there's any place in the game for that. But what is this? Like 100,000 mana? That's pretty sweet. We'll take that. So that seemed worth it in terms of something that I could do every week. Unless I run really low on these. I don't know that it'll be worth farming for these. It might be though, because there's nothing else to use this for. So this is free. So it really just costs you 200 of these a week. Other than that, all I'm doing is using them for this, which I use 150 of these a week to make my 3 re-apps. So do I use, I don't know, I didn't use that. I do that every once in a while. Whereas this is 100. So you go from 150 to 350 used a week. That seems like sustainable for 10 weeks for me. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so last thing we need to do is open those 2 mysticals we got, because if it turns into an app 5, then it was absolutely worth it, right? Final step. So that's not worth it. Mystic Witch might be worth it for some people. Next one. Aw. Fairy. Okay. So that's the patch. I hope it was enjoyable to you guys to kind of dig into it. I think that's the kind of common sentiment. I haven't heard as much about these boxes, so hopefully, you know, other people will find a similar result that they might be worth it. But yeah, achievements. Let's figure something out, Comtos. We can do better. We can do better. You can do better. I promise. Anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next time, and take care, everybody.